everyone, Chag Pesach Sameach, and Happy Passover. Passover is a holiday that reminds us of our ancestors' suffering in the land of Egypt and the journey they took to the land of Israel. We have a saying in our community that we use for a lot of different holidays because every holiday has a food, at least one food associated with it. The saying goes, we suffered, we survived, let's eat! So that's what we're going to do today. Today I will teach you how to make one of my family's favorite traditions, matzah crack. It's called matzah crack because it's so addictive. To make this recipe you will need matzah, 2 sticks of butter, firmly packed brown sugar, and a lot of chocolate chips, as well as a cookie sheet, tinfoil, parchment paper, and a saucepan. Matzah is one of the key foods for Passover. It's essentially a cracker without yeast. When our people had to escape Egypt in the middle of the night, they did not have enough time to let their bread finish rising, so they had to eat unleavened bread on their journey to Israel. Every food on the Seder plate represents something significant. Haroset represents the brick and mortar that the Jews had to use during their years of labor in Egypt. Horseradish or other bitter herbs represent the bitterness of the Roman invasions. And the shank bone represents the lamb's blood that was marked on the doors of the chosen people so that the angel of death knew to pass over their houses and let them live. Hence the holiday's name, Passover. Now, who's hungry for some matzah crack? Let's get started.
First, let's preheat the oven to 375. Line a cookie sheet with tinfoil and cover the bottom with parchment paper on top of the tinfoil. Lay out the sheets of matzah evenly, making sure there is no overlap. You can break pieces as necessary to fit as much as you can onto one cookie sheet. Combine the butter and brown sugar in a saucepan and put it over medium heat. Stir the mixture constantly, and when it comes to a boil, boil the mixture for 3 minutes while continuing to stir constantly. Remove from heat and pour over the matzah, covering each piece completely. It should start to look like this. Put the cookie sheet in the oven and immediately reduce the heat down to 350 degrees. Bake for 15 minutes. Every so often, check to make sure that the caramel mixture is not burning. If it's browning or bubbling too quickly, take it out of the oven and reduce the heat to 325 before putting it back in. After 15 minutes, remove the sheet from the oven and immediately sprinkle the matzah with your chocolate chips. You can use any type of chocolate or even toffee or peanut butter chips. You can even top it with nuts or sprinkles. Be creative. Let it stand for 5 minutes before spreading the melted chocolate evenly over the matzah. While still in the cookie sheet, chill the matzah in the refrigerator until the toppings have hardened. Lastly, break the matzah into smaller, snackable pieces.
And finally, enjoy! Thank you all for watching Chag Pesach Sameach, and have a wonderful Passover. And if not next year in Jerusalem, let's hope for next year in person. Shalom!